Well, how's everybody this morning? Here is those two pieces of metal that covers all the cabling and everything. This is the one from the driver's side, and you can see how the rust has gotten to it all along here. And if I flip this over, it becomes really obvious. You see how badly rusted? You see how badly rusted this is? Well, here's the one from the passenger side that I've already ground all the rust off and then washed her down and then painted some flat black Rust-Oleum on it just so that it'll stop it from rusting any further and hopefully protect it a little bit. Over on the other side, I'm really happy with how this side turned out. Here is our new piece of board with our laminate on it. It went on really good second try. I had to have my son come over and help me pull it all off again and set it up again, and finally got her clamped down good, let her dry. Now you can see, yeah, the holes aren't exactly lined up, but the size of the lights, you can see where the holes were before. It'll cover all of that. Same with the AC vents. It's all going to cover that. We shouldn't have any problem there. On this side here, I've now got to mount. Here's the old board. You can see that. I've got to mount the corner that holds it up, and then I got to mount the metal strips that actually hold it to the wall. Here's the metal strips, and again I've had to grind them all down or sand them all down with a grinder with a disc on it, and then painted them. So I'll get them all ready to go, and I'll just keep going at this. We'll talk to you, I don't know, maybe tomorrow. See how we make out today. Got to take a little bit of a break considering it's Christmas Eve and the family's coming over for Christmas dinner. Well, here we go again. This is what happens when I grind off the rust. Now you can see where I've been and where I haven't been with the grinder and how bad it was. Now these are my two favorite tools. I've been using a standard electric grinder, bench grinder with what they call a flapper wheel, and this one's just about worn out, but it's just kind of scaled metal. It doesn't really dig into the metal. It just takes the surface off. I prefer my air die grinder with a little rust wheel, as they call it, but my poor little air compressor won't keep up with this, and I can only go about 5 or 10 minutes before I burn more air than I get. Now the other thing you'll see is right here how it's much darker than where it is over here. And that's where it's really, the rust has really etched its way into the metal. You can actually feel that it's much rougher. When I get done grinding it, I actually touch it with some acetone, clean all the rest of the grit off, and then I'll paint it. Well, here we are again, guys. I'm still working on this, and I now have the other side pulled down. And I have run into a snag, and I need your help. Here's the deal. Over here, here's the hole from the second air conditioning unit. This is the vent line. I have now put it back up in here and made sure that it's sealed and it has a good washer behind it, etc., etc. But I've unplugged it here for a moment, and it comes over to here to the other side of the air conditioning unit. Then you notice the ribs, or whatever you want to call it. I've ground all the rust off them, and painted them with Rust-Oleum rust paint just to make sure that there's no further cancer happening. But you can see that hose. Let me find a stick here. Oh, where's my stick? Oh, this will do, yeah, for sure. All right, sorry. So you'll see here that air line runs across here, turns the corner, comes around behind the duct into the air vents for the AC here, all along here in this insulation, and then comes up top here. I don't know if you can see that back there or not, but there it is, right there, yeah. See that line? Then it turns and comes down here. Now you see the rust stain right here. It seems to be leaking right here where it goes in behind the wall. I don't know whether it just is supposed to fall down a little duct in there, or whether that piping should go all the way to the bottom of the coach, or what. I really don't know. I need some advice before I end up having to cut out this piece of the wall right in here to see what the hell's going on. But I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to hand the air wand to my wife here. Say hi, Sharon.
Hi.
And I'm going to get her to give the Bluebird a blowjob right here. Okay. Go ahead. And you can hear the actual air coming out right here at the top. Give it a good solid one there. So, I don't know where the hell it's leaking. I hope you guys can give me some advice on this one. Thank you.